Well, Nebraska has fared very well at the 2022 American Farm Bureau Convention being held in Atlanta, Georgia. Case in point, Nebraska's own Birds Eye Robotics is the runner-up for the American Farm Bureau Ag Innovation Challenge. As a result, they'll also be taking home $20,000 in startup funds for Birds Eye Robotics.
The other day, in the top 10, there was 3 Nebraska companies that made it. Guess how many of those companies made it here today? All 3. Yes. Go Big Red. Yes. Awesome.
It's a big deal. We've got some cash infusion, which is really awesome. $20,000. What we took home, the grand prize, the big boys, Grain Weevil. They rocked the house. But for us, it's awesome. It's a great network opportunity to be here, and the publicity is going to help us a lot with recruiting as well. We're looking for some high-level talent in Nebraska, and I don't think they have a firm grasp of what the potential is for technology. So it's pretty exciting to get the word out.
So I know we've heard about you guys before, obviously done some interviews and stuff like that, but what is it that you guys do? I know you've given this pitch 80 billion times, but...
Right, yeah, so Birds Eye Robotics is committed to being able to help egg producers, primarily poultry producers, not to have to remove dead birds by hand. So get rid of the 5-gallon bucket in your pair of sneakers, walk down each lane and pick them up. The robot will do that for them. So we're on a mission to be able to help them or relieve them of having to do that, and also not having to hire folks to do that. So we're really excited with where we're at as a product, and then this is a bit of a stamp of approval from the broader folks by winning second place.
So the Ag Innovation Challenge, you had the opportunity to see what other ag tech startups are doing. What sort of feedback and ideas are you going to take back to what you guys do every day?
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of being able to be around like-minded folks. You know, we're around, Nebraska had such a strong representation, but there were 7 other teams that were in top 10 here. So being able to hear of how they're approaching problems, how they're trying to access talent, what's their biggest problem as far as business model, raising investment dollars, whatever that may be, that's pretty agnostic. So even though there may be another robotics company out there, they're looking at different things different than we are. So try to come to these things as a student, as a sponge, and just soak up as much as we can.
So we were talking that 3 of the 4 finalists in this competition were from Nebraska. I'm curious, like, to pick your brain, what that means for the state of Nebraska as being maybe like the Silicon Valley of the Midwest.
Right. I mean, it's the groundswell. That's the big thing. You know, I was talking with the gal earlier that she was questioning how am I going to differentiate Birds Eye from the other Nebraska companies, and it's just the opposite. Just crazy motivated to bring it all together. All of us working together, it's so much better in the end than one-off. Again, from a talent, from an inspiration, and also, you know, from the kids coming up in high school and that it can be built here. Dream it, build it, network, make it happen. It's awesome.
You had mentioned this idea that, you know, you guys are wanting to expand the business and bring more students from the university in and all that, and you have a space at the incubator over at NIC. How has that helped you guys along this process?
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. The one drawback to us right now, we're hard in R&D, so it's kind of hard for us to bring in talent at that level. However, we're working our way there. Once we get our foundation built, it's going to be a big deal. I mean, those that invest Nebraska, they're one of our investors, as well as, you know, the part of the combine. That's a big deal of that network, being able to build it up. And again, the groundswell of all these other companies. The word just gets out on a broader scale. It's a big deal.
You guys have had the opportunity to tell people about Birds Eye the last couple of days. You've had multiple pitches. What haven't you got to say about the company or what you guys do?
It's a really good question. You know, we're in chicken country down here, so it doesn't have to take too much explanation to help folks understand what exactly we do. We're really excited to be able to expand that enthusiasm outside of the South as we go back, but also looking at the corporations that sponsored this. Those are the folks like that we want to be able to speak to be able to figure out how we can partner for distribution, service, sales, whatever it may be. It's just the full turnkey package by coming down to this.
Okay, you guys are getting ready to go to the airport, but what's next for you guys?
What's next? Wow. Labor. We're looking for bringing in some good talent to help us. We do a lot of magic with computer vision and machine learning, so it's pretty dynamic. That's our next big step is locking that down, and then it's test. It's get in front of all these coming down here, coming down to I call it Chickenville, USA, right? Mississippi, Arkansas, Georgia, down here where the poultry is thick. Getting it in front of them, making sure what we create in Nebraska will work down in this country, and then sell.
That's the Birds Eye Robotics team at the 2022 American Farm Bureau Annual Convention happening in Atlanta, Georgia. This is the Rural Radio Network.